So in your life, what would you say has been the biggest difference that you've noticed since you started the Red Pill program?
Since I started the Red Pill program physically, it's amazing. I honestly have trouble trying to put it in words, but this calming sense of, that I know I'm getting better and I know I'm doing the right thing. I mean, that's the only way to explain it. I was talking about tonifications earlier. Doing the chakra cleansing medication that I do, you have to do it to experience it. I mean, you talk about knowing that something works. You're talking about feeling it right there. So I do it at night, but when I go to sleep, I'm sound asleep, And I'm a type of person that previously I've always had things running through my head 100 miles an hour. But when I go ahead and do my cleansing properly, and the tonifications, it's night-night, between the food, eating correctly, eating those electric foods, and practicing the spiritual makes all the difference in the world.
So based on your own experiences, would you recommend the Red Pill Lifestyle Program to anyone you know?
I would highly recommend the Red Pill program because it's the holistic approach. It touches on everything, but for me, I didn't mention this yet, the cultural aspect, learning about you, learning about your people, that is something that is priceless. That's when you get that confidence. That's when you have that knowledge that no one can take away from you. They can't BS you. It's what's part of you, and that cultural aspect is the thing that it's hard to get. The holistic approach is outstanding. It helps to build the confidence. It helps to take you to another level spiritually and mentally. Once you establish that balance in your life, you feel a difference in everything you do. And I think Red Pill is definitely the way to go if you're looking for that. If you're looking to find who you truly are, and you're looking for true balance in your life, Red Pill is the way to go, no question.
Well, it's great to hear your story, Ken, and I'm glad we could play a part in it. Thanks for stopping by and interviewing. But before we wrap it up, just go ahead and give everyone your name again and details about your own personal training program.
Well, once again, my name is Ken Coward, and to contact me, you can check out my website. It's called TotalHumanElevation.com. It deals with health and wellness. I'm based out of Atlanta, but I have a meetup group. You can go to meetup.com/cleansing weight loss. Check that out and go ahead and join. We have tremendous information. Having this kidney disease and starting to educate myself, I realize there's a lot going on with the food that are affecting everyone listening to this interview right now. So you got to get up on your education, people, to make a difference in your life and to protect your family and the people you love. So that's my passion now. And once again, you can check me out at TotalHumanElevation.com to learn more about that. And please visit the meetup group, join that. We have a Facebook group you can join. Just look me up, Ken Coward. Add me as a friend and I'll add you to the Facebook Weight Loss and Cleansing group. I got a YouTube channel called Getting After It. That's just a baseball term. Getting is spelled Gettin, the word after and the word it. So it's youtube.com/getting after it. Check that out. But you can contact me personally at 404-978-2230. Once again, that's 404-978-2230. Or you could email me at trainer@totalhumanelevation.com. So that's all my information, and thank y'all. Look forward to hearing from you.
Yes, indeed. This is The Score, brought to you by Red Pill Lifestyle Management and Consulting. I am Temti Sahura, and beside me is our special contributor, Brother Amsu Sechem Khat Anpu. And a special thanks going out to Brother Ken Coward for his testimony on the Red Pill Lifestyle programs. And if you'd like to know more about them, you can just go to redpilllife.com and click on the top link for programs. Moving on. Amsu, when you brought up the point about music, I thought it would be interesting to read an email question that we actually got this week from Sienna R, who asks, what is the best type of music to listen to when meditating, or should you be listening to music at all?
Yes, indeed. And one of the things is this. Most people who are imbalanced, and most people are imbalanced, you have people who are overly yin or overly yang. And this is because, there's different modalities in the music that we listen to. There's earth music, wind music, fire music, and water music. And just as an example, people who, physiologically they get sick. This is because they have a weak constitution. So we would recommend those people listen to more percussive earth music. This strengthens muscle and bone.
Now, in addition to this, working with musical tones for healing is actually a major part of the Red Pill lifestyle programs. Each of us has 7 major energy centers in us that relate not only to our physical well-being, but also to our mental or emotional. For example, the energy center governing the stomach relates to reasoning, while the throat energy center relates to knowledge and the expression of it. Now, all the 7 energy centers correspond to the 7 colors of the visible light spectrum, which in turn also correspond to the 7 unique notes of the musical scale. Focusing on one note or another can therefore have a profound effect on one's respective energy center, and in turn affect the way you think and ultimately develop or shape your true character. For more information on this and much more, check out redpilllife.com or email us at redpillnow@redpilllife.com. Okay, we're gonna take a quick pause, and after that we'll be coming back with the big interview, the one you've been waiting for, one of Atlanta's holistic finest, coming up next on The Score, Red Pill Life audio blog, helping you rise to self-actualize. Take the red pill and never look back.
The correct spelling of sweet is R-E-D-P-I-L-L. Correct. Here's your score. Let's go!
Greetings, this is Temti Sahura, founder and CEO of Red Pill Lifestyle Management and Consulting, helping you rise to self-actualize. Don't delay. Go to redpilllife.com now to get the absolute best and only ones of their kind holistic modern lifestyle transition programs built for you around the lifestyle you have today. Go to redpilllife.com now to try our free life evaluations or free facial analysis to discover more about the person you really are. And while you're there, don't forget to check out our powerful healing elixirs, yoga classes, and much, much more. So if you have been thinking about making the transition to a true and sincere modern holistic lifestyle, then look no further. Contact us at redpillnow@redpilllife.com or on 404-333-8354. We're waiting for your call. Red Pill Lifestyle Management and Consulting. Once you've taken the red pill, you'll never look back.
Correct. Here's your score. What's happening here?
Okay, everybody, it's time. You've heard the poetry. Now you're going to hear the person. One of Atlanta's finest in all things spiritually progressive and holistic. We present to you Queen Genesis.
Peace. It's lovely to be here. I am honored that Red Pill has asked for my presence, and I'm going to enjoy speaking with you.
Well, Genesis, we're absolutely thrilled to have you here. First question. Genesis, your name, what does it mean?
A Genesis, wow. A Genesis means every word uttered must come through me. Therefore, I am phonetically infinity. If you notice, there's an A at the beginning and a Z at the end, standing for the alphabet, meaning the creation of words. And in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Therefore, when you speak, some presence of me is with you.
Now, there are a lot of folks who may not have heard of you outside of Atlanta, even though you've had a wide-reaching influence through your poetry and art. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do in the community from a holistic and healing perspective?
Actually, I host a gathering at my home twice a month called the Healing Hour. And we do it every full moon and every new moon. It's a gathering where I hold sacred space for people to come and talk and express themselves and raise their awareness about what's going on with them. Learn the energies of the planets, how the heavens and stars are affecting us, and how we can hone in on that energy and utilize it to our benefit. You know, there's different times of the month and of the year that we can jump on the bandwagon of this energy and alchemize it in a way that we can manifest what we want. You know, so teaching people that and sharing my story and my journeys with them, and you know, just having real conversations about what's going on and having other people there to get another perspective of something that you may be going through, you know, another way for it to be done.
Well, I must say, having gone to a few of your gatherings already, the energy there is an amazing cleansing one. And it's refreshing to see so many diverse members of the community benefiting from something that you actually started.
Doing the work, that's what I call it, is doing the work. You know, being present in the community and being an example, you know, even if it's not a perfect example, just showing that I'm trying, you know, to better myself and to learn myself so that I can be a better person.
So what is the Genesis background story? How did you get started, and when did you become aware of your true self in nature?
You know, it's interesting. I come from, my grandmother and great-grandmother were Native American. And so we always had these things of superstition, you know, in the family, things to do, things not to do, herbs to use and the benefits thereof. That was probably the closest thing in my childhood to where I am now. And different statues that we had in the home. We had a Buddha in the home, you know, and my mother and father, I don't even think they knew what it was, but I did. And when I moved away from my home, I asked, could I take that one thing with me? And so it's interesting, you know, the 360 that my life has taken and brought me to the place where I am now, where those things are very much a part of my life. Man, I've been on a journey of knowledge of self for 14 years, and it came by way of the partner that I was with then and a book that he brought home called Conversations with God, Neil Donald Walsh. And that started opening doors in my mind and windows and caused me to really get the answers to questions that I had had growing up. You know, who was God? Who was this person outside of me? Is there a person outside of me? And it started a ripple effect. You know, that took me to Egyptology, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, the Discovery Channel. Like, so many things opened me up and started me on this path to where I finally came to a universal place within myself of knowing, take the best parts, you know, and adapt your own culture within self. And that was my start. That was my point of entry. Was just someone passing the information on to me, you know. So this is why I do what I do, because I would have never gotten to where I am had someone not passed me that torch.
So on your journey of self-discovery and actualization, as you've peeled off your outer layers and discovered your true self, what has been the most profound lesson you've learned so far? That
you cannot take the elevator. You must take the steps. You have to do the work. You have to have a drive to know yourself better, you know. And if you can't look in the mirror, then the attainment of ascension and elevation will always be out of your grasp. It starts with self. It ends with self. You have to heal those wounds, you know, and clear up your energetic field in order to truly, you know, move on.
Now, the two gatherings that I went to, it was like standing room only. But I'd like to know, what are some of the general reactions you get when you take your message of self-actualizing outside of your meetings?
It is either met with not readiness or all-encompassing. I want to know more. Give me more. You know, I think that's the yin and yang of life. There are those who are ready and there are those who are not. And so when people are ready to gravitate towards their truth, they will eat it up. They will want more. Give me a name of an author. Give me a book. Give me the herb, you know. They want to know, spend more time, have more conversations, you know. And when they're not ready to look at themselves, I generally don't hear back from those people. We don't have conversations, you know. They don't come back for the next cipher, you know, because they're not ready. They're not ready.
Now, you just used the word cipher.